I'm one of those gamers that actually enjoys the adventure, narrative-driven experiences that many like to dub walking sims, but there's a new one on the PS4 called Blackwood Crossing. But is this a journey that's well worth taking, or should it just be shoved down a rabbit hole? Blackwood Crossing is a narrative-driven, relatively short experience that will bring out emotion and deals with love and loss and letting go. The game stars Scarlet, who wakes up on a train and her brother Finn is causing some havoc. She finds Finn in a closet who jumps out and tries to scare you, immediately leading into precociousness of Finn himself. Scarlet then starts to follow him around the train, leading to kid-like games like Simon Says or Hide and Seek. Not too far in, though, you notice that things aren't quite right, as the game starts to kind of inception itself, with dreams within dreams within dreams, as you keep waking up at different parts and different locations on the train and elsewhere. Along with the narrative, there are some puzzles to solve, including putting together pictures in the right order so you come up with a password, or what's commonly used is you'll have all the characters you can interact with, and they each have one line of dialogue, and you have to pair them off with whoever said the first thing first, and then whoever had the second line. Matching them will make those two characters disappear, and then you keep matching them until all the characters have been matched. You also get some abilities along the way to do some more puzzle solving, including being able to pull this dark matter Umbris and pulling it into the light, figuring out how that you can keep pulling it till it gets to that light, just so you can dissipate it and continue on. Or you can also be able to interact with fire, drawing it out of things in order to light other stuff on fire or to extinguish existing fires. After usually solving puzzles, you'll get a bit more of the narrative that's being told. You probably won't take too long to kind of figure out what exactly has happened to these characters in the past, but even when you know pretty much where things are gonna end up, when you get there, there's still that emotional impact that ends up occurring. At least it did for me, which kind of surprised me as I kind of guessed what was going to end up happening. The story, though, and the way that it's told with its mood, dialogue, and the music, which is fantastic, do a good job of trying to bring you into this narrative. Being one of these kind of games, you do walk everywhere, you're not running, so things can take a little bit of time. There's no run button in the game to speed things up, which only became a nuisance in some of the bigger areas that you get to do and have to solve puzzles where you have to interact with one thing and then go to the opposite side of the place and interact with another thing. This would end up taking a lot longer than it needed to if I could have just ran for a little bit of time. Also, interacting with objects from time to time just didn't work. Like, I could be standing right in front of it, I know that's what I have to interact with, but for whatever reason the prompt didn't end up coming up. There was also some issue when it came to the game's trophies. The game features a full trophy list and a platinum, and it's a pretty easy one to get, that is for sure, but I found myself exceeding the goals that were needed, and then the trophies wouldn't pop. I had to restart the entire game over from the beginning, get back to that spot, and then the trophies would pop. After having to restart the game a couple of times, I just played through the rest of it, and I'll go back later and finish up. Other than that, though, the technical side of things, the game didn't crash on me or freeze. There was some small stuttering here and there on certain areas where I'm moving the camera around. The game would stutter just a bit. It wasn't enough to take me out of the experience, but it was noticeable from time to time. Blackwood Crossing is available now for $15.99. Overall, this game is a great definition of this kind of game, the walking simulator, if you like. If you don't like these kind of games, you're not going to like this one, but those who do like them, like I do, this is a pretty good one. It's right up there with some of the favorite ones I've played in the last few years, including Gone Home and Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. I would probably put it at a nice 3 behind those two other games, and it's well worth checking out, even if you wait a little bit for the price to drop if it comes on sale. In the end, I'm going to be giving Blackwood Crossing an 8 out of 10. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.